Red pill me on the pancakes versus waffles debate. Okay, here's the only answer, okay? I'm so sorry. Waffles are better than pancakes. In an ideal world.
A rectangle head.
But the reality is, it's really hard to spread anything on a fucking waffle because all of the squares work as like traps for anything. Have you ever tried to butter a waffle and then all of the butter gets trapped in all the little squares and you can't fucking do it? And you gotta scrunch and crush the waffle to spread anything. Whoa, that's pretty frustrating, my dudes. I don't know, man.
Keep hating your life then, working class Andy.
Hot take, butter on pancakes and waffles suck balls? What? What do you mean? Butter is arguably better than syrup. Are you crazy? Everything is wrong about Canada. It's a libertarian heaven. You get weed, acid, hooker, home delivered. Is prostitution legal in Canada? I don't think acid is. What are you talking about? Stop! Can everybody chill? In chat. You guys are being crazy today. Destiny, you are insane? No. Syrup is mid as fuck, okay? Butter is god tier. Syrup is a mid topping. Sometimes I'll even eat it without syrup, okay? Syrup is a mid as fuck topping. Syrup to you guys is your guys is like fucking Jennifer Lawrence or whatever the fuck, okay? It's just mid as fuck, but it's super overrated.
You just don't like waffles because your rectangle head can't process how to eat no me.
Dude, these things, I don't know if it's like a Scandinavian thing.
Pancake jelly is better than syrup.
Ew, gross. There's like this Swedish like sugar cube thing that they put on all their stuff that's super good. They put it on their pastries too. Hi, what's up? How you doing, bud?
Hey, pretty terrible.
With your takes on waffles
Been a
and
bad
syrup.
week
I'd rather be
Canada.
upstairs in Sweden than watching you struggle with waffles or eating pancakes.
Been a bad week. Wait, sorry, say the last time again. Duke Nukem was talking to me, sorry.
It's been a bad week in Canada. Trudeau has absolutely lost his mind, grounded unvaxxed Canadians for perpetuity, banned handguns across the board.
Grounded unvaxxed. Wait, can unvaxxed Canadians?
Yeah, he's not lifting the flight ban for them.
Like internationally, or what do you mean?
Yeah, you can't fly in Canada if you're not vaccinated.
Crazy. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
great reset, Steven.
Oh my god. Do you guys have like a constitutionally protected right to fly in airplanes or something that's being infringed, or?
We should.
Yeah.
What do you make of the handgun ban in Canada? I don't really know your position on this.
Well, I personally like firearms. I don't know. I was looking at the gun stats. It doesn't seem like that many people died at gun shit in Canada, so I don't know what the point is, but
it's completely a political play on Trudeau's part, wanting to look like he's quote-unquote doing something because that Texan shooting is in the news right now, even though the shooter used a gun that's already banned in Canada, and the shooting happened in a country that obviously is not Canada. We're passing stricter gun laws over a shooting in America than Americans will. It's insane.
Well, you guys are going to be mighty safe up there then, aren't you? What is the polling right now? If I were to look up Canadian polls on like pistol bans, do you think they generally support it or they're generally opposed to it?
I don't know. That's actually hard to say. I know that Canadians that own guns tend to be like pretty hardcore about it. They tend to own more per capita than Americans, but obviously the average American is going to be more likely to own a gun than the average Canadian. But the people who do own guns here are pretty hardcore about it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to be the case everywhere, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can still buy them right now if you have any Canadians in your audience. It's, I don't know how long. They're probably all going to sell out today. I was just at my gun shop, and within the first 2 hours of being open, they sold out on all their handguns. I got a ZZ Shadow. Called a few other stores. They're all saying we're going to be sold out before the end of the day, and most of them are not restocking since they think that this is probably going to go through.
Uh-huh.
So,
okay.
Last chance, everybody.
Can you,
What?
I'm just curious.
Oh, no.
No. Can you just walk me through, like, the mentality of, like, they're gonna ban pistols, I'm gonna go buy one. Is it just, like, a protest thing, or, like, what's your What's the
Well,
thought
because
process
you're not gonna be able to buy another one again after this legislation goes through. They're banning the transport or transfer, sale, and purchase of handguns. So this is going to be your last handgun you could ever buy potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can still. Here's the thing that's weird about the legislation is once you own it, you can still take it to the range. You can still shoot it. You can still have it, but just no one else can buy any new ones, and you can't even transfer it to anyone else. So I don't even know how that's going to work for like, you know, if you die and want to hand them down to your kids or something. I guess you can't do a transfer. Like, I don't really understand.
Has Canada ever done? Why? There's no gas leak in my apartment. It's a fucking washing machine. You degenerate neat fucks. Okay, go ask your moms what it sounds like. Jesus. Okay. Has Canada ever done forced buybacks like Australia does? I think Australia has done forced buybacks. I don't know if Canada's ever done it.
Yeah, I know Australia did. We've got like a buyback program in right now. In 2020, we did like a huge sweeping ban of AR-15s, Ruger Mini. Here, I'll bring up the list. They made them prohibited. So we've got like 3 classes of guns. We've got non-restricted, which is going to be like your shotguns, kind of regular rifles. Then you've got restricted, which is going to be all your handguns, anything that's, you know, like AR-15s used to be restricted. Now they're prohibited. Prohibited class, you can technically still own them if you have a prohibited license, but you can't take them. You can't even take them to the range, right? They're basically just a hunk of metal sitting in your house. So I think they're probably, even though you can still buy handguns right now, I think in the next couple years they're probably going to make them prohibited and try to do a buyback. So on this, here's the list. Yeah, M16, AR-10s, AR-15s, M4 carbine, Ruger Mini 14, M14, VZ58, CZ Scorpion, a bunch of other ones. These were all prohibited in 2020. And then Canada created a buyback program, but it's kind of voluntary right now.
Gotcha. Well, damn. Looks like you guys are going to be traveling south to shoot, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after the pistol thing, do you get, I don't know anything about gun shit in Canada. Are you guys like on lists if you own guns and shit, or how does that work?
Yeah, so for handguns, this is also why this handgun ban is just stupid. Most of the shootings are done with illegal ones, because for handguns, you have to do a pretty freaking extensive background check. It's a totally separate license than for non-restricted guns. Mm-hmm. You have to go and do your restricted license. You have to actually, you know, they'll do a whole criminal record check on you. You put your fingerprints in. They'll contact your spouse or family members to make sure you're mentally stable before you can get this license. And yeah, it's all on a list. Like I bought my CZ today, but I have to wait for all of the transfer papers to go through. I can't actually take it home yet because it has to all go through the RCMP. It has to be approved. They have to check my licensing, background, everything. We have like a really good system in place for people who want to own handguns. It's really, really restrictive to ensure that they're in the right hands. Yeah, so I don't know. This definitely seems like overkill to me.
If you're saying it's really restrictive and make sure the firearms wind up in the right hands, do you think a political extremist like yourself should be able to buy handguns?
No criminal records, sir. 0 criminal record.
Okay.
I've been a good girl, unless you ask your Reddit.
Lauren is leaving out.
Opinion.
We don't use sexual terms like good girl here. Okay, slow down. All right. Lauren is leaving out that you have to tell the RCMP what range you'll be taking the gun to, and you literally can't ever have the gun outside of that range, your home, and the route between the two.
Yep, totally true. You have to be a member of range too. You can't just be like some rando that's like, oh sweet, I'm gonna go pick up a handgun today. That'll be fun. Like, no, you have to be part of a range, which means you've done like the introduction range courses. You know all the safety. You've got a community that are watching you shoot, giving you advice. That's obviously one of the best reasons for having a range, just going there and speaking to other gun owners. And in Canada, the range safety is like really, really good in Canada typically. Here, I don't know so much about the states. I think Simon says quite a bit less restrictive about that. But yeah, there's even more rules that I was forgetting that your chat are remembering here.
Are there any like concealed carry licenses in Canada, or do those even exist? Or
almost none. You have to put in a really like a special request for that. And I think even I have a friend of mine who worked for CSIS for 13 years, and she was telling me, she's like, nah, even I never got a concealed carry permit. She's like, very rare that that's going to get approved in Canada. Some people can, like, if you have private property and you're walking around and you're a farmer or something, you can carry around like a regular range rifle or shotgun or something. But for the most part, you're never going to see a Canadian walking around on the street anywhere or in a Walmart with a gun strapped to them, unless they want to go to jail.
Damn. What a
Yeah, even in emergency situations, like if someone comes into your house in Canada and is literally screaming, "I'm gonna kill you with a knife right now," you can't shoot them with a gun.
Wait,
You
no
kinda just have
way.
to die. Yeah, no right to
Careful.
self-defense.
Remember, there's gonna be Reddit threats if you're wrong, okay?
Okay, let's see. Let me see. I'm 90% sure that's true. 99%. Because every time I go to the gun shop, like obviously people like bring up and chat about self-defense, and they're all like, "Oh, but we can't give you advice on what guns would be good for self-defense because that's illegal." Like that's always the thing that gun store owners in Canada will do. They'll be like, "Wink, wink. This would be really good for self-defense, but I can't tell you that since."
Somebody said, Destiny, how does this ban affect Lauren as long as flare guns are legal? Is she okay?
So true, so true. As long as they keep away from my flare guns,
Destiny
we
says,
still have a chance at saving Europa.
nah, he is right about the self-defense part. Is that how you say Europe and Nazi, or?
Yeah, you got to use the V.
Okay.
Return. Can you use a firearm as self-defense in Canada?
There were only 4 deaths caused by legal gun owners in Canada. The vast majority are done by illegal gun owners. Thanks, Landfill Media.
Okay, I'm like 90% sure it's illegal to use a firearm for self-defense here, but if someone in your chat wants to correct me, I'd love to know, because...
Somebody says you can't plan to use it as self-defense, but if you do, it's not illegal, so you have to kind of find it by accident, I think. You aren't allowed to use legal force in defense of your person. It's funny because in the United States, it's actually the exact opposite. So like in the United States, for instance, in a lot of states, you cannot use a firearm to protect your property, but you are allowed to intervene if somebody is attacking your property. And if in the course of that intervention, you feel like the only way you can win is with a firearm, you are allowed to do that. So effectively, you are allowed to do it, but there's like 15 loopholes to like get there. It's kind of strange. It's funny. It's like, it seems like it's the opposite of...
Yeah. So owning a firearm for self-defense is not allowed in Canada. You either own it for hunting, target practice, or as a collection piece. In fact, like when I went to go buy my CZ this morning, that you have to tell the RCMP what you are buying it for. Like you can't just buy it and it's, no one's problem why you're buying it. I had to register it as I'm getting this for target practice. And
why'd you
that's my
delete
reason.
that picture off Twitter? Was there something illegal in it?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
No.
is it a
I am a
CZ75? What did you
lawful-
have?
Yeah, the CZ75 Shadow.
Do we have... She has ones with like a fucking... Am I allowed to say that it had the Canadian flag on it? Do they make...
It's the Canadian edition, both of...
Is there like a
both
US
the-
edition with an awesome American flag on one?
Well, I assume so. Like with my Glock, they had the reason they made a Canadian edition for that one was because it has to be a tiny bit longer than the American ones. Otherwise, it doesn't fall into our barrel length restrictions here in Canada, which is just stupid because you're just making it slightly more accurate. Not much is changing. So I wonder. I haven't even looked in. I just went in and I got the coolest looking gun I could immediately since they were selling out so fast. So I need to look into what the difference is between this CZ Canadian edition and a regular one. I don't know that yet.
How much did it cost?
It was about 1,500, but I got a few things with it, a few accessories.
Wait, I'm sorry. People just like dumb shit in my chat. Can you say that one more time? How much did it cost?
1,500.
Jesus. What is that, like 1,200 USD?
It's about $10 US, yeah.
Good one. It's got 1,185.
Okay, wait, so I'm still reading about this self-defense in Canada thing. So if I like accidentally slip into my gun safe and my hand like accidentally opens the locks on it and I accidentally put some ammo in it, then I can defend myself with it, or what? It's like just has to be a last resort thing.
In Canada, do you guys, is your parliament, do Do you guys have like overrepresentation of your rural people, or is it all pretty even? If I say that, does that mean anything? Do you understand what I'm asking?
Wait. Did you just say an overrepresentation of rural people in parliament?
Yeah, do you have that or no? Like in the United States, our rural populations are dramatically overrepresented in our parliamentary body. I don't know if it's the same in Canada, and I'm curious.
I don't think so. Not in my opinion, no.
Well, it's not an opinion. I don't know how you apportion like your slots for parliament. It's a factual.
I mean, the
Canadians. Somebody answer
the West
chat.
Coast in Canada, yeah. So I don't know. The West Coast in Canada always feel underrepresented in our government.
The parliament,
They
yes. The
always feel
cities
like
are
the East Coast,
underrepresented. ZC shadows are awesome. I think it's the opposite in Canada. It's somewhat evenly distributed, but the East basically control the country.
Yes.
Ontario and
Yeah.
Quebec. Pretty even, but also the Senate doesn't matter. It's like, if it's like the... Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, not
anyways.
parliamentary, yeah, legislative. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for sharing with us.
Yeah.
We look forward to the videos of you with your totally legal range shooting, which I'm sure you'll be making soon, right?
Absolutely. Just came in here to let your audience know. Go get your guns if you're Canadian. Go grab them now, last chance. And I guess I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, have fun. Be careful. Bye. Wait.
Wait.
When are we finishing that documentary, Lauren?
Oh yeah, we do need to do that. I'm going to a Turning Point USA event in a few days here, so I'm gonna be gone.
Wait, are you going to see the Charlie Kirk?
I'm gonna be hanging out with the Charlie Kirk. I think we've got some Trumps there as well.
Wait, if you go to a Turning Point event, you realize you might be burning the bridge once and for all with America First and Ethan Ralph, right? Are you sure you want to do that?
Shit.
Are you sure you want to...
Oh no. What a disaster. All right, TPUSA women's event. I have to find an all pink outfit for this. It's gonna be great.
That sounds
Let's
based.
see.
Somebody is asking us a lot. Can you ask Lauren who she wants to win the Conservative Party leadership?
Who I want to win the Conservative Party leadership in Canada. I can't pronounce his name. Wait, let me...
Wait, this is true. Hold on. It's called Turning Point USA. Why the fuck is a Canadian invited?
Listen, don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it, all right?
Okay.
I can never pronounce his name, but I really like Pierre Poilievre. No, he's got a... I can barely pronounce anything as is. Definitely can't pronounce that French-ass name. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be there with Lara Trump. Kimberly
my God.
Guilfoyle. Nice. Okay, we got Lauren Chen there. We get along. Candace Owens. And the Charlie Kirk speaking at the women's conference.
Do you have
I'm
a speaking
excited. I
role
like
here?
Texas. No, I'm a special guest. I'm the special Canadian.
Okay. Well, I'll be cheering for you from the sidelines, okay?
Thanks, man. Would you like a press pass to the women's event? Maybe we could get you a speaking slot here. I think that'd be good.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what my stream wants for me to travel to even more events. So, yeah, I'll connect with
We'll
you.
have to get
and
you
we'll see.
all pink sweatpants for the event.
Sounds
good.
Gucci. I'm actually totally
All
on
right.
board with that, yeah.
All right, I'll see you there.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Have fun, bye. More traveling, guys.